सामने चलो.
Okay, so here we go. Finally, it was much like India. Every time we try and get the correction, every time a wicket falls. But thankfully, Sanju Samson saved the day. Devashish Sen is Sanju Samson here. So Devashish Sen finally managed with the phone Gargi's Tilak Verma. Got out exactly at the wrong time. But incredible game. Exactly fitting of a quarter-final. Absolutely cracking game, Eden Gardens. Devashish Gargi first toss.
Yeah, obviously, brilliant. And what a knock. And to be playing that knock in such a high pressure game, and given that the amount of criticism Sanju Samson received when he was not getting those runs at the start of the tournament, and then to be bouncing the manner in which that speaks a lot of volumes about his temperament, the mindset, and the character. And these are the moments that you grab. And I think Sanju Samson has justified, not only justified his selection, ever since he got that opportunity against Zimbabwe and now here in that crucial encounter. It was literally a knockout game, and brilliant to say the least.
Ashok Dambudri says in 1995, Sanju gave us Aishwarya. In 2026, Sanju takes India to the semi-finals.
I mean, look, the second Sanju Samson hit those winning runs, he fell to his knees. He looked up at God and he, did a little prayer.
Sign of the cross.
Yes, and it was one of those moments when you get completely grounded in the moment. You're standing far away in a press box writing your copy, but then you look at Sanju Samson and the way that he reacted, and it makes you realize just how human the sport is and how many things it teaches. For Sanju Samson, a couple of matches ago, he was not in the scheme of things when it comes to anything. And tonight, he's a hero again. So it tells you a lot about how funny life is, how funny cricket is and sport is in particular. But it also teaches you that no one can be ruled out, especially not Sanju Samson, not by the fans, not by the management. Every time, Sanju Samson has a bad patch, he will come back again. And Sanju Samson at this point, I would put it this way: it's not Sanju Samson who needs the Indian team. The Indian team needs Sanju Samson right now.
I actually think it was a collective effort. Sanju Samson was sublime. No, Sanju Samson was brilliant. He managed it. Blurry, but ager theke better. So let's continue. You want to go a little bit that side, or you are happy here? Neil, you give us a cue. Neil, should we continue here or should we try other places? Neil, tell me. Please continue. Okay. See, I thought the game had multiple levels. The game had multiple. Did you at any point, both of you, think India was under the pump?
No, just the sheer depth of Indian batting.
I thought West Indies was 20 short. Yeah. I thought Shea Hope played a poor innings. I thought this was a wicket where West Indies ought to have gotten 220, not 195. If you had to beat India, if you had to overcome the dew, if you had to do all of that, you needed 220 to put India under real pressure. 32 from Shea Hope, I thought was a poor innings.
Yeah.
Despite the multiple dropped catches, Abhishek Sharma, for example, sitters dropped twice. Mid-wicket and that first one of Roston Chase. I thought India played into, gave them opportunities, but West Indies did not cash in. That Shea Hope innings, power play, 45 runs of the power play, I thought was poor. Devashish.
Yeah, absolutely, and one should give credit to the Indian bowlers as well, because they kept taking wickets at regular intervals. And one, barring the last wicket, fifth wicket partnership between Robman Powell and Jason Holder, I think India literally had the game under control. And then when it came to run chase, I think Indian batters always had the depth. And as Sudhanda spoke about in our interview, 200 is a chaseable game, and that is what happened. And eventually, after the game ended, we could see Moni Morkel and then Gautam Gambhir walking up to Sujan Mukherjee and hugging him and giving him a congratulatory pat, and that is what makes that was a beautiful moment.
The other thing is, after the match ended, all of the players gone back to the dressing room. It was Moni Morkel, Sitanshu Kodak, and Gautam Gambhir who stood there just talking to each other, and they looked relieved. They looked like a heavy weight had been taken off of their chests, because they were sort of congratulating each other, but they had a long conversation out there in the middle, just the four of them. Hitanshu Kotak, Mone Monkal, Gautam Gambhir, and Ryan Gavaskar.
Galgi, the truth is their jobs were on the line.
Of course they were.
If India did not make the semi-finals in a home World Cup, India is in Pakistan. India isn't Pakistan where nothing will happen and all you need to do is praise Mithun Manhas and Debajit Saikia and you save your job. In Pakistan, you can do that by praising Mohsin Naqvi. This is not Pakistan. Gautam Gambhir's job would have been on the line. Surya Kumar Yadav would have faced that. That Sanju Samson photograph Devashish sent is amazing. Send it to Neil. Neil played that Sanju Samson photograph. But the truth is, what Gargi you are saying, that the coaching staff was in a huddle. The truth is, they ought to have been in a huddle because this match was the pressure game. Not so much the semi-final. Not so much the semi-final. The semi-final, once you are there, that pressure is gone. You are in the last four. But this game, not quarter-final, Super 8 stage and you're out, India would have been under the ball.
Semi-final loss is a digestive.
That is the photograph. That is the photograph that defines the night.
Semi-final loss is something that is still digestible. That you got to a point and then you couldn't make it. You were outplayed. But losing tonight against West Indies would have been, I don't think the Indian
it has just not sunk in yet. Means 200 odd means India chased it handsomely.
Yeah,
with 5 wickets. It's a great chase, and that is what makes this team such a mighty side.
Exactly, but I also think some of the wickets that West Indies lost, especially with Abhishek Sharma dropping those two.
Neil, take the photo out.
Yeah, Roston Chase. What was that shot? He half-heartedly played something, closed the face of his bat, and then there were Shimron. Who got the wicket of? I think it was
Shimron.
No, Varun Bold.
Oh, that was the first wicket. Sheho.
Was it Sheho?
Yeah, that was the first wicket.
Could not read the line at all.
The ball came in. Yeah. There was an elephantine gap between bat and
it was
bat.
a very quick delivery. It was, I think, a 99 km/h delivery.
Yeah, again, I'm saying this. At halfway stage, Umakant was with me in the clubhouse lower tier, and I said to him, India will get this.
Yeah.
India will get this because you can't stop India with 195 on a batting wicket as good as this.
And what was another key point where the match turned in India's favor was those 2 wickets in Bumrah's over, 12th over, where he got Shimron Hetmyer. He was going great guns. He hit a couple of sixes, 27 of 12 balls, and had he stayed there in the middle for another 5 more overs.
But Devashish, if I flip it around, if India was defending 196, they had the bowling to do so.
Exactly.
But the moment you're seeing
exactly.
Shamar,
I agree with you.
look at Shamar.
Yes.
Shamar was the exact thing why he's not good.
Right.
He got 2 wickets.
Yeah.
And then he's spraying it on the leg.
Right.
He's doing this. And that's what we said in our pre-match live. That Shamar Joseph, Romario Shepherd, Jason Holder will not be able to defend the score. And that's precisely Akil Hussain. Why? Roston Chase. Why? That's what Tilak Verma did. I thought Tilak Verma should have stayed 1 more over and game that. He was batting sublime. He was batting beautiful.
But Sanju Samson showed a lot of maturity. That is what you want when you are in. You win the match for the country. And that is
Come
what
on,
Sanju
1
Samson.
minute. Time starts now. Sanju Samson. Chalo.
Okay. No, I had never a doubt about Sanju Samson's ability. Yes, he could not fit in that Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma little cluster that had formed at the top of the order.
Just let's move a little bit more again because the picture he's saying is unclear. Let's try and go that side. I will keep talking about that Sanju Samson innings. Look, we have always said Sanju Samson is immensely talented. We have forever said that. But we have also said that Sanju Samson has not made the most of his talent. Sanju Samson has not always made the most of the opportunities that have come his way. But tonight, against, on the other side, when wickets were falling, when India was under the pump, when India was under the cosh, at that point in time, for Sanju Samson to do what he did was fantastic. Neil, tell me now.
What's it looking like?
What is it looking like? Neil, bolo.
Sport, life and internet. Funny things. So,
Blurry.
Give it a second to reload and catch. Can we, Neil? Why don't you play the visuals? We'll rejoin so that it catches fresh connection.
Okay.
Shall like leave?
Start Kurun. Okay. So Neil, should we just continue on this link? Tell me.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we'll play the visuals.
Okay, done. Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah. Go on for Sanju Samson. Your turn first before Devashish goes.
Yes. So the point that I was making was when those four matches happened where Sanju Samson could not get any runs under his belt, you did not doubt his ability, but you doubted his rhythm, right? And with Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan doing so well for India at the top of the order, Ishan Kishan was coming in from red hot form, and Abhishek Sharma doing what he's done in the past 1 year. There was no way Sanju Samson could fit into that team. But then, Sanju Samson, the way that he paced his innings this time around in this game. Remember, the biggest complaint or the biggest concern in the first four matches was, yes, India is anchoring, Tilak Verma is anchoring, Surya Kumar Yadav is anchoring, but they are taking it too deep. They are batting a little too slow. There were a couple of moments in the South Africa game as well when the required run rate was around 14 and India was batting at run rate of 5.5. But Sanju Samson, on the other hand, the way that he paced his innings today, knowing when to hit, punishing the loser deliveries, and understanding that, okay, enough runs have come off of this over, we have time, wickets are falling from the other end, let's hold back. I think that's something that he did brilliantly.
Devashish?
Yeah, I also think the same, the way he paced his innings, and that shows a lot of maturity, and that has always been the criticism that Sanju Samson has to take. It means obviously, being said he used to throw away his wicket. That was not the case. Means that is something that we witnessed here at the Eden Gardens today. Sanju Samson was showing a lot of responsibility, and on the other side we saw Abhishek Sharma having a really bad day. Means obviously he dropped 2 catches, and then when he came to bat as well, he did not look comfortable. Means obviously he got hit one ball while trying to pull. So I think it was, and then Ishan Kishan losing his wicket, and then there was and West Indies had a sneak of opportunity perhaps coming into the match, but then again I would say Surya Kumar Yadav, a small knock, but obviously a very crucial one coming from the captain, and that partnership between Surya Kumar Yadav and Sanju Samson. And then later on with Tilak Verma. I think Sanju Samson, after this knock, the criticism should stop.
We have a very small sample size, so I'm not going to say that this is the most accurate analysis of it, but do you not think that Abhishek Sharma looks more comfortable when he starts off from the other end?
We had that last game that he was given a bit of a feel. I have been saying that allow him that. You said that as well.
Yeah.
But look, against the left arm spinner, and it's not as if he got out first.
Yes.
He was there 2 overs. He got a feel. He played 10 balls. Now, in 10 balls, if you don't get a feel, then you will never get a feel.
Right.
And that ball from Akil Hossain was a long hop. It should have been dispatched into the gallery. He got the elevation, not the distance. It was a poor shot. Abhishek Sharma, I thought what was playing in his mind was the 2 drop catches. Had he fielded better,
right,
he would have batted better. But then Ishan Kishan was batting beautifully, picked out that fielder in the deep of Jason Holder. Ishan Kishan could have gotten that. Again, Shimron Hetmeyer was everywhere. He took the first one, he took the second one, and then he took the Tilak Verma catch, which I thought was outstanding. But I'll tell you, Sanju Samson, and when you guys were speaking, I was thinking of some incredible quarterfinal knocks. Think of that Yuvraj Singh knock in 2007, when he got those 6 sixes. Think of the Virat Kohli knock in 2016 against Australia, 80 plus of 35, 40 odd balls. Sanju Samson's knock was that good. On the other side, when you have 2 down, you have an Ishan Kishan down and Abhishek Sharma down, 2 of your gun batters down. Surya got out when India was 99. You still had 100 runs to go. 1 more there. Sanju out means the game done. You are under the pump, under the cosh. West Indies all over. They were fielding well. The maturity of Sanju Samson, the one word that defines this innings is maturity. The fact that Sanju Samson starts well every day. 22 against Namibia, 35 against someone else, 45, and then he gets out. Today, for whatever reason, he told himself, this is my game to finish. I will stay out there, close the deal for my country, take my team to the semi-finals. That's what made this such a fantastic knock. I think he's turned the corner.
And I think what might have done wonders for him in the middle was the sheer presence of Surya Kumar Yadav. to have the captain on the other end when he reached his half century, means it was just as casual, little raising his, but it was not just exaggerated the reaction after reaching his half century, because he had a job in hand, and that is to take India home.
So many shots. Any shot that you remember? That kind of picture postcard? That straight drive for me. Before even Shamar could get down, the ball was in the boundary.
Okay.
This reminded me of Sachin Tendulkar and Brett Lee. Brett Lee and Sachin in Australia. Before Brett could get down, the ball had hit the boundary. Straight shot. Sanju Samson, boom, whoa.
But Sanju always has that thing. He always has that
breathtaking
shot. Technically sound.
See,
He
when
always
he
had
plays
that
those shots, you're like, how is this guy not
so
one of
nice.
your best ever players?
Exactly.
And then in the next match, he will play a horrendous shot and get
Exactly.
out. That's what I think this match will do for him. He will not do that. Now, he should know that he's a match winner. He's not a cameo player. He's a match winner. This game defines Sanju Samson in moving from cameo to match winner. What happens against England?
It's obviously once again the onus will be on Sanju Samson, given that means as you rightly said, Boria, that means he will now have that belief that yes, I can win matches for India, which was not happening. He was playing a cameo and then losing it out. So I think and the team, the middle order will also have the confidence. So now you have someone who you can rely upon. Means actually Sanju Samson was brought in the side because of the continuous failure of Abhishek Sharma, I would say. I would reckon that Sanju Samson was, it's kind of a
what is happening against England? What is your take now? Let's build it up. Come on, Devashish. England.
I think India will fancy their chances. After tonight's game, it's obviously it was a very high pressure game.
Yeah.
India will smash England.
India will smash us.
The fact is,
you're not making any sweet
but look, and I'll again explain why. Harry Brook has played one incredible knock in this World Cup. Other than that, look at England's top order. Butler, total out of form.
Absolutely.
Absolute pathetic World Cup for Joss Butler. Phil Salt, one game. After that, 2 edges. Moving ball, edges out. Will Jacks is the guy who is time and again saving England. Lower down the order. England was 86 for 6. Will Jacks saves. Rehan Ahmed saves. So it is the lower middle order and the middle order, or rather the lower middle order, that is saving England. And I will genuinely be tempted somehow, somewhere, think of playing Kuldeep Yadav. Because England and Kuldeep Yadav and Harry Brook doesn't pick Kuldeep Yadav.
And this
Arshdeep Singh, are you dropping Arshdeep Singh and getting Kuldeep Yadav? Start with Hardik Pandya on home turf. Will you start just with Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, drop Arshdeep Singh and play Kuldeep Yadav? Because Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav against England, the wrong answer.
3 spinners?
Kuldeep Yadav against England has to play for you.
Deep Aksar and Varun.
Look, if you remember that England versus India series, think of what Kuldeep did to Harry.
Or you drop Varun and play Kuldeep.
No, you can't drop Varun.
Oh.
I would be tempted to drop Arshdeep. I know Arshdeep bowled a brilliant 19th over today. And by the way, we talked about character. That showed character. 24 runs of his third over. And then he comes back with his final over and concedes 5. That is when West Indies got 210, 215. It became 195.
No, but I'm a little on the fence about dropping Arshdeep.
Yeah, I mean, even I am. But I'm just trying to think, how do you get Kuldeep Yadav into that?
Then the only thing is you sacrifice the Shivam.
No, you
Which
can't.
you can't do.
No, by the way, those two
See?
boundaries of Dubey are weight in gold.
That's my entire point, that you can't drop a Shivam.
That is why I'm saying Arshdeep Singh is that a call India will think?
Oh.
Is that a call India will think?
It's a very difficult one. I think once we go there and look at the conditions and try to understand the surface a little bit better, we might have an answer as to what is happening.
But definitely, I would reckon that it shouldn't be the one that India played their first game against USA.
No.
That was
couple of days back, West Indies got 250.
Yeah.
Must be a different strip. So as I said, once we go there, we'll find out, and it'll be nice to know what's going on over there. But when it comes to that England game, semi-final number 2,
India will win.
India will win, but. My philosophy always is that when it comes to these semi-finals, finals of a tournament, it all comes. Skill is only 40% of it. 60% is all mental, and it all comes down to holds their nerve better.
Because when I look at that England attack, Jofra, yes. Other than that, Sam Curran, Will Jacks, Adil Rashid. Adil Rashid is bowling well. But other than that, who? Jamie Overton. He's going to scare you. No. Who is going to scare you? Except Jofra Archer, who I understand. But Jofra Archer, extra pace on a good batting deck at the Wankhede. I don't see, you know what, I would have been much more troubled had it been New Zealand. Because that is one team I genuinely fear.
Or South Africa.
These are the two best teams.
Yeah.
The two best teams in this World Cup on form are playing here. South Africa and New Zealand are the two best teams in this World Cup they're playing here. India would fancy against England. Joss Butler not in form. Phil Salt not in form. This guy will give you. Tom Banton got runs in the other game. But before that, the match against Pakistan looked completely at sea against spin. So Tom Banton, India will fancy with Varun. India will fancy with Aksar. I do think India has a chance. Last 5-7 minutes on the show and let's close. 5 minutes और करते हैं.
हाँ, चलो एक थोड़े questions
सवाल
ले
ले
लेते हैं. Rupa is asking, Boria sir, same team में था, we are settled now.
हाँ, थकते ही पड़े. But you know,
Did you notice? Karki just read out a Bengali message. Same team ही था.
না ও থক বলেছে.
আচ্ছা.
ওকে দিয়ে হবে না. সেজন্য তুই হাসছিস, আমি ওই জন্য ওটা ওভারকাম করলাম. Anyway, Rupa, I understand your point. I get your point, but India will be at least think about Kuldeep Yadav, because if you think of the last India versus England series last year and the way Kuldeep Yadav had bowled ahead of the Champions Trophy and the way he had Harry Brook, mental edge over some of the English batters, India will give it a thought, but I tend to agree with you. India will want to go in with unchanged side because this side now has momentum.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to say, very important, in the press box, they had that kachori you guys were talking about in the morning.
Hey, press box kachori is not even close.
They did have it. It had peas inside.
Oh, that is Korai Shudi kachori.
What?
That is Korai Shudi.
I just read kachori and I said, okay, I will not eat this.
Why?
So much oil fried. They got special chapatis for me. I was so thankful.
Baapre. This garden special roti kache. Not bad. Oh, wow.
I don't know where they brought it from, but they brought it for me.
Not bad. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Take some more questions.
Yeah, Fitmonk is saying from warming up the bench to getting claps from the bench. This is some comeback for Samson. Crazy intervention from Divine. Okay.
Who turned up for the press conference?
Must
be
Sanju
Samson.
only.
Yes, should be.
Check Twitter.
আরে ঠিক আছে यार এখন 3-4 দিন ধরে তুমি সঞ্জু স্যামসনই করো.
Okay. Same. Oh no. যদিও ক্রিকেট নিয়ে কথা বল
नहीं हम पढ़ लेते हैं क्या कौन सा
ये वाला
যদিও ক্রিকেট নিয়ে কথা বলা এখন
आपसे भी नहीं पढ़ा जा रहा
मेरा आँख खराब है उतना
अरे नो नेवर माइंड
আরে take some other question.
Yes, I'm taking. Abhishek Sharma removed है
বেসিক্যালি বলছে অভিষেক শর্মাকে ড্রপ
no
ना अरे यार come on, people are not allowed to make mistakes or what? Then we
just
removed every other day.
Just the last match he got a 55.
Yeah,
yes
He got a
exactly.
55 in the last match.
first catch he should have got it.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a
Tom-
good only.
Tom is saying very evident that Abhishek is under immense pressure. Maybe we can tweak things and get Ishan to open and Abhishek at 3. Sometimes these changes work wonders.
I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think that's ideal at this point in time. He just got a 50 in the last game. Before that, he got that 15, so he's coming back. Today, the 2 drop catches must have played on his mind. It's a virtual quarterfinal. People are under pressure. He's a young man. You've got to give him that chance. And after this, he will also know that there are people who will have his back. That there are people who will get to 200 runs even if he fails. That's the comfort. It's not Ishan Kishan promoted up the order. The comfort is the batting lineup has come in, into form, has momentum, that they can score 200 runs and win a game even if the top 2 fail. So Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma not scoring, India still scores 200. That's the big plus. And that's why Abhishek Sharma will be persisted with at the top of the order.
Someone is saying that 55 was scratchy. Don't back them too much.
If you think of that one shot, the slower ball which he dispatched, boss, and listen, I will any day take a 30 ball 55 which is scratchy. I'll take that in a World Cup semi-final. Give it to me. 30 ball 55 totally scratchy because that's a match winning innings for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so let us face it. Scratchy don't care. Rockman Powell should have been out. Should have been out of that DRS umpire's call. He was on 1 and we had said this that he will not pick the wrong end.
Right.
That Rockman Powell went and scored 40 and got West Indies to 195. Scratchy, my friend. Umpire's call any day could have gone in favor of Varun Chakravarti. Looked out. So that's what scratchy is. So let's not get into scratchy and not scratchy. You know, Clive Lloyd once told me that for winning cricket matches, you must look bad. You don't get out. That's attrition. This is a high-pressure semi-final. Who has asked you to look good? You know, we can all start looking very good here. Doesn't matter. If we don't speak well and don't analyze the game, if we all decked up in proper suits and whatever you want us in, and then we talk nonsense, you will abuse us. So this is not about looking scratchy. It's about scoring runs.
Absolutely. And with that, why don't you tell our viewers the Mumbai plans?
Okay, let's do that and close.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, Gargi Rao, Devashish Sen, Shubhayan Chakraborty and Rohit Juglan travel to Mumbai. Shomit Chakraborty is landing in 1 hour from now from Sri Lanka. So 5-member team will be in Mumbai from tomorrow afternoon. And these fellows are all staying at the Sea Green, so they can walk to the Wankhede from there. I have some conclave work, so I will join them on the 4th. Hopefully, Dubai International Airport will be open by then. Ashok Nambudri will also fly in from Dubai on the 4th. So we will have a 7 to 8-member team in Mumbai starting tomorrow and building up to the 4th. Then this is the match to be. This is the match to be, India versus England, the Lagan game. This is the Lagan game. Make no mistake. Mumbai will be buzzing. 2016, India lost out. Ravichandran Ashwin will have poor memories because of that no ball. Can India make the final? 2011 World Cup. It was the same Wankhede Stadium. 2023. 22? Which one?
T20 World Cup Australia. We lost against
England. 10 wickets. This is a redemption match.
Yes.
This is a redemption. Joss Butler took us apart. Devashish Sen and I, we were both there.
It was
and were hammered.
chilly cold.
We were hammered.
Yes.
We were hammered in Australia. But this time Mumbai is India's game. I'm predicting India in the final. But I can't predict this one. I think the real match of the tournament will be in Calcutta on the 4th. I'll try and cover that game as these people travel to Mumbai tomorrow. But maximum coverage from tomorrow, from Mumbai, once they land around 2 p.m. Thereafter, the build-up and the build-up, because this is the match to be. Gautam Gambhir will breathe a sigh of relief. Kolkata doesn't disappoint its favorite son, Surya Kumar Yadav. They don't disappoint Eden Gardens.
And today only Surya Kumar Yadav and his wife went to Kalighat temple to seek the blessings of Ma Kali. In fact, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Surya Kumar Yadav with his wife. So, Kolkata never return empty-handed.
Of course.
And obviously, India had their backs to the wall. They looked like they are getting knocked out, and then to come back in this manner. And then obviously, Sanju Samson knock was brilliant. But this is the beauty of this Indian team. There is invariably you will have someone putting up his hand and taking the responsibility and taking the team home. So
Gargi Rao, November, South Africa Test match. Devashish Sen, South Africa Test match, and today emotions. That's sport.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, of course.
And when you talk about the Sujan Mukherjee, it is a kind of a
imagine Sujan. beautiful.
Mukherjee.
Calcutta Sujan. Oh, tu chole jacchis. Na Sujan tar interview kora uchit chilo.
I'll just get let me check.
Hold him now.
He might still be around.
Yeah, of course.
He might still be around. I'll just finish off the live and
but let's close the live. Closing comments.
Okay. Excited to go to Mumbai now tomorrow morning. Not much sleep that we're going to get here, but at the same time, it's all worth it because of how incredible this World Cup has been. And India versus England will be a match to look out for.
You sleep tomorrow because day after is Holi. Day after is Dole in Kolkata. So day after there'll be not much action. So you can take tomorrow evening off and rest up in Mumbai.
I will take that up.
Yeah, because you still have to be there. 3rd and 4th, you've got 2 whole days to build up. So tomorrow is actually a relatively relaxed day for you.
I think day after they will practice.
Of course they will.
Yeah.
3rd and 4th they will. But tomorrow it's travel day for the team. You guys can also chill out. Go to Pizza by the Bay. Have a nice glass of wine and relax and go to some nice food places. I'll recommend some.
On that note, before he changes his mind, we'll take his
Take what? Of
take
course,
your leave.
100%.
Their leave.
Yes. And Devashish, Gargi, Shubhan, Rohit. I don't know whether Rohit will go because he will have his roti and dal. But otherwise, go to Pizza by the Bay. Listen to some nice jazz and listen to some nice music. Have a good meal.
Yeah. On that note, thank you so much everyone for joining. It's been a long day, but everyone will have a good night's sleep tonight, especially the Indian management. Thank you so much. We'll be back very soon.